Hello, I welcome you to today's lesson. My name is Paul Williams Ofori. Today we have Science for Basic 6. Science for Basic 6. And let's look at the topic. The organs of the human excretory system and their functions. Let's take it again. The organs of the human excretory system and their functions. So today, our lesson is about human beings. It's about human beings, the excretory system of human beings, and the functions of it. Okay, we drink water, we eat food, we breathe in air. So all the things that goes into the body, do they stay in the body forever? The answer is no. The body takes the parts that it needs. The parts that it doesn't need comes out of the body. Today, our lesson is centered on how things that are not needed by the body are removed. How these things are removed from the body. How these things are excreted from the body. That is why we drink water. After some time, we pass urine. That is why we breathe in air and then we breathe out air. That is why sometimes you sweat. You see water or sweat coming out of your skin. All these things are things in the body. The body doesn't need them again. So the things that the body does not need have to come out. The process of getting all these waste, metabolic waste substances or substances that the body doesn't need, the process of getting them out of the body, the process of removing them from the body is what we call the excretion. So today's lesson is about excretion. You know, there are different organs that come together to make sure that the unwanted parts or the excretory products are removed from the body. And these organs are what we are going to look at. Now, let's look at the keywords. I hope today you enjoyed the lesson. You understand why sometimes you sweat. You understand why sometimes you pass urine. You understand why we breathe in and we also breathe out. Okay, now the keywords. The first word is kidney. All of you, kidney. Yes, it's one of the organs. It's one of the excretory organs. The next word is lungs. Lungs. Lungs too is another excretory organ. We have urea. Urea. Yes, urea is found in urine. It's found in urine. The next word is excretion. Excretion. That is the process of removing waste products, waste substances from the body. That is excretion. The next one is system. System. System means different parts coming together to perform a particular function. That is what we mean by system. So today we are going to look at the excretory system. We are going to look at a system that is responsible for removing waste products from the body. The excretory system. And the parts that come together to form the system is what we call the excretory organs. Let's move on. I want to read, so pay attention. The human body is made up of different parts. The human body is formed from cells, and a cell is the smallest unit of life. Cells that are similar and work together form tissues. Two or more tissues form an organ. Two or more organs that work together to carry out a specific function form an organ system. So you see, our body, it starts from somewhere. The smallest unit, which is the cell. When two or more cells come together, tissue is formed. When two or more tissues also come together, organs are formed. When organs also come together, organ system is also what? Formed. Okay, so let me take from this angle. When two or more organs that work together to carry out specific function form an what? Organ system. Now, the organ system work together to form the human body. So our body is made up of organ systems. Each organ system has organs. Each organ is made up of what? Tissue. Each tissue is what? Made up of cells. So you see that the unit, the smallest unit of life is cell. The smallest unit of life is what? Cell. So the body that we see comes from the cell. Cells come together to form tissue. Tissues come together to form organ. Organs come together to form organ system. Organ system also come together to form complete human being. So as you are watching me, your entire body, yes, is made up of different organ systems. Now let's move on. So examples of organ systems are, we have the digestive system, we have respiratory system, reproductive system, secretory system, nervous system, skeletal system, and excretory system. Now let's look at the systems, organ systems and their functions. Your body is made up of organ system. Let's look at them and what they do for you. Now the respiratory system. Yes, you have a respiratory system. And what's the work of the respiratory system? The function for breathing in and out. So the part of the body that ensures that air goes into the body and air comes out of the body is what we call the respiratory system. It is used for breathing in and out. The next one is reproductive system, for reproducing young ones of the same kind. Yes, the part of the body that will ensure that one day you become a mother, one day you become a father, and you give birth to produce someone who is like you. Sometimes people see you as, hey, you resemble your mother, you resemble your father. So these are the things that people sometimes they tell us. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you laugh, the way, you do your things. People will tell you that, you are like this man. Is he your father? You are like this woman. Is she your mother? So that is that. That is reproductive system. Now we have the secretory system. It is used to transport nutrients, oxygen, and water to all parts of the body. Another organ system that is responsible for carrying oxygen, nutrients, and other things to all parts of the body is what we call the secretory system. We have the digestive system. It breaks down food for energy. So the food that we eat, the food passes through our mouth. Something happens to it. It goes through our esophagus, something happens to it till the time that it gets to the stomach. And then the body will take the energy from it. So before the food will come out of the body, you will not see it to be rice again, you will not see it to be banku again, but you see it to be something else. So breaking down of food for energy. So the work, that is the work of what? The digestive system. Now let's come to this side. The nervous system, it controls the entire body. It controls what? The entire body. Your brain, your spinal cord, your nerves, they control the entire what? Body. The next one is skeletal system. It supports, protects, and gives shape to the body. So we are talking about skeleton. Another part of the body is a skeleton. Without a skeleton, you cannot stand. You will not have form like the way you have form. So the skeleton supports us, protects us, and gives us shape. The last one, which is the topic for today, is the excretory system. It removes waste and unwanted substances from the body. So all the things that are inside the body, that the body doesn't need, it is the responsibility of the excretory system to get them out. Okay, let's look at the questions here. What will happen if you cannot urinate for 1 week? Let me tell you. Urine is not needed by the body. It has to come out. So for a whole week, if you have not urinated, what do you think will happen? You will die. Ask people, they will tell you. What will happen if you cannot breathe out? You breathe in, but you are unable to breathe out. What do you think will happen? Is it possible? If it happens like that, it means you are going to die. Okay, so what will happen if you cannot defecate for 1 week? You've not defecated for a whole week. What do you think will happen to you? So the waste will still be inside your stomach. Hey, which organ system ensures waste materials or substances are removed from the body? So the organ system is what? The excretory system. This is the system that ensures that waste substances are removed from the body. So excretory system. Now let's come here. The excretory system of human beings. So we are going to look at human being, the excretory system. We are going to talk about things or organs that remove waste substances from our body. Organs, there are some things inside our body, they remove waste from the body. So that is what we are going to look at. But these organs come together to form a system, organ system. And that organ system is what we call the excretory. The word excrete means to remove. Let me show you something here. Let me show you something here. So if you write, or if you see excrete, excrete means remove. And what do you remove? We remove waste substances. So to excrete means to remove waste substances. You can't see it for to remove waste substances, to excrete. So excretion is from this word. Excretion is from this word, excrete. To excrete means to remove waste substances from the body. So excretion is a process. It is a process. A process of what? Removing. What do you remove? Waste substances. From where? From the body. So anytime you hear about excretion, we are talking about excrete. I have explained to you that to excrete means to remove, to get rid of something. So remove waste substances. That is excrete. And this excretion is from the word excrete. And excretion is the process of removing the waste substances from the body. And we have excretory system. So excretory system, we are talking about different organs or different parts, different organs that come together to form a system. Organs that come together to form a system to do this work, to excrete waste products from the body. So organ system. We have seen respiratory system, we have seen excrete, we have seen excretion. Now if I ask you to define excretion, I expect that you should be able to tell me that excretion is a process. To excrete means to remove substance. So excretion is a process of what? Removing waste substances from the body. Waste substances are substances that the body doesn't need again. Okay, so let's go back. Now let's look at it. Excretion is the process by which living organisms remove waste, harmful and unwanted substances from the body. So anything that is harmful to the body, it has to come out. Anything that is not needed, unwanted substance, things that the body doesn't want, has to also come out. Okay, so that is excretion. So the excretory system is a system that removes waste, harmful or unwanted materials from the body. The excretory system can also be referred to as a group of organs, that is excretory organs, that remove excretory product from the body. Now, the excretory organs are kidneys, lungs, skin, and liver. So these are the organs that excrete waste product from the body. Let me take the organs again. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 are the main organs that make sure that the waste products, the waste substances in the body are removed. They remove them from the body. They clean the body, they sweep the body, they sweep everything that is not good for the body. They sweep it, bring them out. So we call them excretory organs, and they are what? Kidneys. The kidneys are here, this side. We have lungs. When you breathe in, where the air goes. Okay. We have the skin. The skin is the part of the body that covers it. Okay, and then we have the liver. So these are the excretory organs. If I ask you to mention the excretory organs, remember the kidney, lungs, skin, liver. Okay, so each of these excretory organs has specific waste products it removes from the body. Now let's look at them. Excretory organs, then excretory products or unwanted substance. So we are going to look at what each organ removes from the body. Now the first one is the kidneys. What does it remove from the body? The kidney, the one that we have here. It removes excess salt. If there's too much salt in the body, too much salt in the body is harmful to the body. So the kidney has to remove it, has to excrete it, has to make sure they are eliminated from the body. Apart from excess salt, it also removes urea. Urea is also part of the urine, but it's not good for the body, so it gets removed from the body by the kidneys. And we have excess water. Too much water in the body too is not good, so it is the duty of the kidney to make sure that the excess water, the water that the body doesn't need again, are removed. Okay, now another organ or excretory organ that also removes waste substances from the body is the skin. The skin, this is the skin. What does it remove from the body? Sometimes we see some water on our skin, something, we call it sweat. Have you seen it? Sweat, yes, sweat. They are part of the body, but if you see it on your skin, it means the body doesn't need it again, so it has to come out. Now let's look at the skin. Sweat, which contains urea, water, and salt. The skin removes sweat. You know, sweat is not just like water, or it is not water. There are some things in it. We have urea in sweat, we have water, and we have what? Salt. So sometimes if you taste your sweat, you see that it has some salt taste. It has what? Salt taste. It is salty. We have liver. Liver too. We have bile, pigment, cholesterol, and fat. All these things are also not good for the body, so the liver removes them from the body. We have the lungs. So the lungs brings out carbon dioxide and water vapor. What we breathe out is carbon dioxide. It is the duty of the lungs to make sure carbon dioxide is removed from the body. Now let's take them one after the other. The kidneys. So the kidneys are a pair of organs. Pair means two. Located on both sides of the spine. The shape of the kidney is similar to the shape of a bean. The main work of the kidneys is to filter waste from the blood and excrete it. The waste products excreted by the kidneys are the urea, excess salt, and excess water. So this is the kidney. This is how the kidney looks like. They are two. Pair of organs, two. One is here, one is here. It's located at the back, lower back here. They are here. The work of the kidney is to filter. Is to filter the blood. Is to clean the blood. and it cleans some things from the blood. The things that it cleans from the blood are: 1, excess salt, too much salt. Excess of it is removed. Apart from salt, urea, it also removes urea from the blood. It also removes excess water from the blood. So that is the work of the kidney. Okay, now let's come to the skin. This is the skin. The skin is here, this skin. Now let's look at it. The largest organ of the human body is the skin. The function of the skin is to excrete sweat, which contains urea, water, and excess salts. It also serves as a protective cover for organs in the body. Have you tasted your sweat before? Was it salty? Describe how the taste was. Now, we are looking at organ. This organ is called the skin. The 4 organs, excretory organs that I mentioned, the largest is the skin. The largest organ is the skin. In fact, all the organs of the body, the skin is the largest. The work of the skin is to excrete or remove sweat. Sweat is a waste product. It's a metabolic waste product. The body doesn't need it. It is harmful to the body. So you see sweat on your skin. It tells you that the skin is removing them from the body. The skin is removing excess water, excess urea, and then excess salt from the body. Okay, so this is how the skin also looks like. So this is our skin. You see the hair. This is the inner part of it. I hope you have seen it. Now let's look at the next one. So the next one is the lungs. This is what? The lungs. So the lungs are respiratory organs. Listen to me. Lungs, they are respiratory organs. At the same time, they are excretory organs. Respiratory organs means that they are organs that help us to breathe in and breathe out. The lungs perform that job. Apart from that, it is also an excretory organ. What does it mean? Excretory organs, their work is to excrete waste products. They remove waste or unwanted product from the body. So the organ is a respiratory organ. Sorry, the lungs are respiratory organs. At the same time, they are excretory organs. Now, the lungs help us breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. The function of the lungs is to remove carbon dioxide and water vapor from the body. So this is the lungs. So the air comes here. Oxygen is used by the body. Carbon dioxide is not needed by the body. So the lungs push them out of the body. Okay. So the excretory product is what? Carbon dioxide. The waste product this organ removes from the body is what? The carbon dioxide and then water vapor. Now the next one is the liver. Now let's look at the liver. The liver is an organ that produces bile. The bile contains bile salt, pigments, cholesterol, and waste products. The bile serves as a means of excreting waste product from the liver into the small intestine. The waste product leave the body as feces. So this is the liver. This is the liver. It removes waste products. It removes cholesterol. It removes fats, bile pigments from the body. So this is the liver. Okay, now we are coming to the end of the lesson. Remember that today we have learned about excretory organs. I said that they are organs that remove waste substances, waste products, unwanted substances, things that are not needed by the body, but they are inside the body. The organs that remove them from the body is what we call the excretory organs. We have learned about excretion. Excretion is the process of removing waste substances, unwanted substances from the body. And we have also seen that excrete means to remove waste substance. So excretion, excretory organ, they are all about getting rid of waste substances from the body. Now we have seen that the excretory organ is made up of 4 organs. We have seen the kidneys, we have seen the skin, we have seen the lungs, and then we have seen the liver. They are 4. They all have what they remove from the body. So when it comes to the kidney filters the blood. So the blood that we have inside us, there are some things that are not good in the blood. Those things are removed by the kidney, and they are excess salt, too much salt, excess water, and then excess urea. These 3 things are removed by the kidney. The lungs also make sure that the air that is not good for the body, which is carbon dioxide, is removed from the body. That is why we breathe out. The lungs ensure that it comes out. The skin also excrete or remove sweat from the body. The sweat contains water, it contains salt, it contains urea. The next one is the liver. Cholesterol, fat in the body. It is the duty of the liver to remove them from the body. So these are the organs that come together to form the excretory organ. So the excretory organ, all these organs remove waste products from the body. That is what we have learned today. And I believe you have enjoyed the lesson. Now let's look at the exercises. So we have exercise 1, underline the correct answer. We have 5 questions. Exercise 2 is here. Exercise 2 is in the form of riddle. Let me read the first one. Let's see how we can answer it. I am an organ in the human body. My task is to help break down food into smaller units that the body can use as energy. I help clear all harmful gases from the body. I'm also responsible for breathing in and out. Who am I? So the organ that breaks down food into smaller parts. At the same time, this organ makes sure that the harmful gases that are not needed by the body, are removed from the body. What organ is that? Moreover, the organ is also responsible for breathing in and out. What organ is that? Is a respiratory organ. Respiratory organ. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. Oh, let me leave it for you. They are cheap questions. I don't want us to spend much time there. Let's come to exercise 3. This is true or false. Exercise 4. You have to provide some answers here. We have home assignment 1, home assignment 2. So this is what we have for today. This is what we have for today. Make sure you do your work, take your time, answer all the questions, and then you have questions. If you have questions, feel free and ask. Your parents are there, your teachers are there. If there is something here that you don't understand, feel free. Go to them, they will help you. The number here too, you can WhatsApp and ask your questions, we will help you. We are bringing our lesson to a close. My name is Paul Williams-Ofori. But before I leave you, remember to go to YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, search for our videos. The videos are there. We are teaching you what your class teachers are teaching you in the classroom. So take the opportunity, learn from here, learn from your teachers as well. Our science books are available, so if you need copies, you can reach out. Apart from science, we have a Santichi, we have a Kapunchi. They are all ready. So if you need copies, just call. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.